Hey man, how y'all doing? It's your boy, it's the talk, man. Back here another man. So you guys can see this title, man. I'm exposing some bullshit, man. Exposing these narratives. These people that saying that they, non-biased and honestly as they can. I'm going to expose the numbers, the facts. I know this person would never want to, have this one-on-one, have this debate because what they're gonna do. They're gonna pick and choose narratives. They just like the people that they hate. They move just like them. Their supporters, their fans are just like them. Go look at the comments. Nothing but race and politics and narratives. It just, it's sad in the box community, but we gotta have more channels like mine, Coach Malachi's, that come out here and point this stuff out, and be real on this type of stuff when it, goes down to the real when it comes to boxing, man. Because boxing getting too good for all this stuff. But we gotta stop these narratives. I'm going to expose some. We're going to watch the video that they made, and I'm going to bring you the numbers, the facts, the reality, and then the shit they talk about is just it's mentally insane, man. Um, let's just get into it, man. Let's get into this first video here, man, and break this down with the Canelo 520 pay-per-view buys. Just listen to how they sound, what they saying. I mean, we ain't gotta really. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see something real quick. Because I don't want to. I mean, I don't know if it's even worth us looking at the full screen. Like, actually, no. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Put that on real quick. And listen when they say honestly and objectively it's possible. When that's not real. And if you watch this guy, send him this video. Let's set it up. Let's do it. Ain't no scary in me. See them other dudes, the as he say, Wakandas, they scared because they ain't got the facts. They ain't got the reality. They just delusional as him. Let's play this and hear what he got to say. And I'm gonna show numbers. I'm not bringing up my feelings like him. Feelings, ain't no facts. It's just feelings to it. In the comments, that the big excuses. I'm gonna break all this stuff down. Let's listen to it and go from there. And I'm gonna show you the real. All right, let's get into it.
And 20,000 buys. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Jedi Goodman has come out and stated that the Canelo Alvarez Jaime Munguia pay-per-view estimates have come in, and it looks like, based on the TV numbers, the streaming numbers, and the estimates, that it looks like 520,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, Canelo Alvarez is doing this basically off the strength of his name, as Jaime Munguia has never headlined a.
Now, let me say something about that when he says, off the strength of his name, Jaime Munguia has never, made a pay-per-view before, right? And Jaime Munguia, remember, look, the narrative behind this type of guy right here, before all this stuff, he even fought Jaime Munguia. Dave Benavidez is supposed to be a nobody, right? This dude says that Dave Benavidez is a nobody. He can't sell. He never done a pay-per-view before. And then he does do a pay-per-view with Demetrius Andre that lists 60,000 pay-per-view buys. But then when someone exposes and say, well, Canelo asked for $150 million to $200 million to fight Dave Benavidez is a duck offer. Basically, just throw something out there and know it won't come true because the numbers don't show. If you do something with Jaime Munguia, who this guy says, IBFP says, that Jaime Munguia is a guy that can do more than Dave Benavidez, and Dave Benavidez is a nobody. Why would you think he can get $150 million when the money he made, the 500,000 pay-per-view buys that he made now, Canelo Alvarez, was a financial bloodbath? I'm just showing the facts. I don't hate Canelo. I'm trying to explain over time to people. I got no hate in this game. Before, I used to be, people used to call me a Canelo D-Rider, a Canelo, all this shit, because I said Canelo was better than Tank Davis. I said Canelo is better on a pound than Tank Davis because I said that I was a Tank Davis hater and I love Canelo. Now everything reversed. I just keep it real whenever I go through these numbers. I keep it honest, man. I got time for this buy shit, man. You see, I'm not here all the time. I got a damn life. But I got to break this stuff down. He said, debate his ass, tear him up. Yeah, I'm going to destroy him, bro. I'm telling you, he don't want these numbers. Just keep listening to the video. I want y'all to listen to it. Look at it and listen. And I'm going to show you the numbers. Let's get into it. Let's play it real quick.
Pay-per-view before. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. So these numbers are pretty good when you look at it, but they're not great. They're not overwhelming. They're not mind-blowing. They're not a million buys. But we live in an age where a lot of people still streams. We live in an age where people want these massive crossover fights. So at the end of the day,
I'm just breaking it down right here because remember, he's saying We're in the age when people steal streams. They take stuff. But does this narrative fit for, I'm just saying you guys, Deontay Wilder, Tank Davis? Does those numbers, I'm just telling you guys to talk about. Does them streams, does he say, oh, there's people stealing? No, but once things don't fit a certain narrative, that's when this comes up. You know, go watch my channel. I'm actually unbiased. You know, first, I'm a Wilder hater. I love Wilder. I hate it. Just everything about me has always been, honestly, down the line. Like I say, I'm giving shout out to Coach Malachi. I took my feelings out this boxing shit. I stopped caring about, oh, we gonna get the big fights because I don't give a fuck. These guys are getting millions of dollars. I gotta still pay bills. I can get my ass up and go to work. These motherfuckers are getting millions. They sit up at their house in mansions and Lambos and suicide doors. My ass is hopping in a 2012. Got two cars out here, hopping in a 2012 Solora and a 2012 fucking Ford F-150. You think I give a fuck about these dudes? But I gotta live in real life out here. So let me just keep on going with this. Remember people stealing pay-per-views. You know, remember this. He says this, right? Let's remember this.
These are great numbers for Canelo Alvarez. This also makes you understand that, you know, how he's the face of boxing. Guys like Tank on a card by himself is doing no more than 200 to 250 in pay-per-view buys. So at the end of the day, this is excellent numbers from Canelo Alvarez.
Excellent.
And when you compare to Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, you see that Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia did 500,000 buys. So Canelo Alvarez,
he's comparing two guys of a two fight of Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Look, they did 500,000, but they're not the face of boxing. You got to make your mind up. These two guys are rising guys to be a cash cow. And I give Ryan Garcia his credit. But how can we say, because he other people saying Ryan Garcia is a cash cow, he's coming up. He did 500 pay-per-view buys. Devin Haney can't sell. But what was Ryan Garcia's track record of pay-per-views? Oh, he did 1.2 with Tank. Yeah, but Tank had the track record. Without Ryan Garcia doing his own pay-per-view by himself, what is his numbers? We can make fun of Devin Haney when he fought Lomachenko was 110,000 pay-per-view buys. So who brought in no pay-per-view buys? Was it Loma or Haney? Because Loma, when he fought Richard Comey, guess how many tickets he did? He did equal amount of tickets to Carissa Shields. And I'm not putting no shade on Carissa Shields, but come on, bro. Lomachenko supposed to be this star, but Carissa Shields doing as many numbers to more numbers, and she did more viewers when she wasn't on live TV. She's on the zone. How you on ESPN and you competing with Carissa Shields when it comes to viewership? I'm just trying to be real. Tell me I'm wrong. You guys send it to IBFP. I want to smoke and set up the debate. Let's do it. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna hide. I show my face. I'm not off camera, you know, not showing my face. I'm here. I'm telling you, I'll be at the fights. Go look at my community page. I'll be at the fights, taking pictures with fighters. I'm there live. I'll record live streams. That's me. That's what I do. I'd rather be out here like this. Not saying no stuff like that. I'm just saying I actually be into this boxing stuff where we got dudes in goddamn caves and basements making videos all day. They never been to a boxing fight in their life. I was just trying to explain that. Let's keep playing this real quick.
Eclipse that pay-per-view by at least 20,000 buys. So that's very interesting when you break it down. Now, when I look at Canelo Alvarez, if he want to get closer towards the, you know, million pay-per-view buys, you know, 750,000, 800 buys, you know, if he wants to get up there, he only has a couple opponent selections should he go forward with the September opponent, and that would be Edgar Berlanga or David Benavidez. And when you look at them, neither one of these guys are great stars of any great commercial value. But when combined,
this guy, you see what I'm saying? He's confusing himself. Okay, for his Canelo to break, you know, 700,000 pay-per-view buys more than Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, he got to fight Edgar Berlanga or David Benavidez, who are not commercial names. Are you stupid? So how are they going to break numbers? How does that make sense? These guys are not no names, they're nobodies, but somehow they can be able to break more than Jaime Munguia, who I give Jaime Munguia this. He was active, very active fighter. People actually knew Jaime Munguia's name. I can admit that. So if David Benavidez, in his words, is not a commercial buy, if Edgar Berlanga is not a commercial buy, how in the hell would these guys break more than 550,000 pay-per-view buys? Just make it make sense. All I gotta say. Send this link to that boy. Send that link to the boy. I'm telling you, let's just keep it going. And I'm going to show the numbers. After we get done with this little video he got, I'm going to actually show the numbers of Rick Glaser and other sources saying that the fight failed, a financial bloodbath. PBC took a huge hit from doing this fight. It wasn't excellent. It wasn't great. You paying them $35 million. Oh, well, if you do the math of 525,000 pay-per-view buys, that's 94 million. I mean, that's 94 million. That's 49 million. But you realize 35 million is gone for this purse. Remember, this is co-promotion. They had to pay for the venue. They had to pay for the setup. This shit takes money to move. It ain't just let's get a date. We there, pay the fighters, and we're done. No, people got to pay for the life. People got to pay for bills. People got to clean up traffic. People got to do shit. You got to pay for the you got to cut off Amazon. You ever thought Prime gets a cut of everything PPC do when they pay-per-views come off? They get a cut of that. This shit ain't no Amazon not making up. This is why he forgetting stuff. Amazon is not cutting a check and saying, give us the fights. Amazon not doing that. Amazon is saying, you're on our platform. How much you make off that? All right, cut that check. Amazon like a pimp on some real stuff. Amazon puts you out there on the screen. You pay us. They losing money. That's key.
With Canelo Alvarez, the David Benavidez fight seems to be the fight that everybody's asking for. If Canelo Alvarez moves ahead and fights Edgar Berlanga, that pay-per-view is likely not going to do great. We understand that people say there's a great Mexican-Puerto Rican rivalry, but with Edgar Berlanga, nobody believes in him. Even the Puerto Ricans don't believe in him. So in my opinion, I think that pay-per-view bombs. It's not going to do great. It's going to look terrible. Canelo's going to carry it as always, but it's going to dip well below the 500,000 buy threshold because no one's going to want to pay for that. Now with the David Benavidez would be a massive super fight, a mega fight, a fight that everyone's asking for, a fight that everyone wants. So that would be the fight that everyone would buy the pay-per-view, tune in for, and really support that. Hardcore.
All right, let's stop all this real quick. I'm about to now let me switch it over with him himself. Saying that David Benavidez has done nothing, accomplished nothing, a bomb, the next Roger Star, Ron Garcia, all this stuff that he be saying that don't make sense, that don't add up. All right, give me a second real quick. Because none of this stuff this dude be saying make any sense. How can you be non-biased when you being biased? Now, hold on, let me show you. Because I showed this on my last slide. Let me just show this again. Let me share my screen and show you this real quick. Just to show this one more time, because I'm not making this up. I ain't gotta lie about it. These are numbers of Canelo. Oh, he did great. These are great numbers, remember? So why is the commission? Why is people saying it's a financial bloodbath? And because he thinking that I'm saying this, I want IBFP to go disrespect Rick Glazer, disrespect Paulie Malignaggi, disrespect world champions, disrespect Bob Arum. Because if they're saying that, listen here, I'm gonna go to it right now because this is what Canelo has to do to expect these big paydays. We're gonna show this again. Let me go down to the fuck is doing this shit. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold up. Trying to go down. Here we go. Just proving a point. I'm about to go down to Rick Glazer's tweet right now, just so you guys can see it yourself. Because this should right here be. Give me a second. I'll go to it. All right, here we go right here. All right, look at the screen real quick. Here it is right here. And I'm telling you, you IBFP fans, anybody want to debate on this boxing stuff, let me know. I definitely want to smoke with IBFP. I ain't scared. I'm not going to, run and hide. I mean, this is what I'm made for, man, to do this. Now, check it out. So, remember, he said it was great numbers. Excellent, did great. And remember, now somehow I'm a Canelo hater. Oh, what up, Luis? All right, so this is what he said, bro. IBFP, I'm gonna influence you again. He said that Canelo Alvarez numbers did fantastic. They did excellent numbers, solid numbers. Jaime McGee is not a real name to really sell, but somehow this is what he says. He says, but David Benavidez is not a commercial name, but for Canelo to break 550,000 pay-per-view buys, he needs to fight David Benavidez. Does that make any sense? Then he says, Ron Garcia is the next cash cow, right? No. I fuck Ron Garcia, but you cannot say he sells more than Tank Davis when he fought another name in Devin Haney. But then Devin Haney can't sell, but fights Lomachenko, does 110,000 pay-per-view buys. Oh man, that's horrible. That's terrible. But it shows he has some kind of commercial pool to do at least those buys, right? Ron Garcia has never had his own pay-per-view ever. He sell good tickets though. I give my boy that. He sell good tickets. Ron Garcia can sell. But when it comes to pay-per-view buys, Ron Garcia has on his 2 pay-per-views that he only did. Somehow he's a cash cow. You know, he did 2 pay-per-views. It shows that he had to fight another name. Tank Davis a name. Devin Haney a name. No matter how much we hate Haney, the dude is a name. He can't sell out. He can't do nothing. He just fought Regis Prograis and literally was it? I think it was Eddie Hearn was 89% capacity. Come on, man. And then the pay-per-views came in for them. It was over 100,000 buys. So we know that Devin Haney can pull in 100,000 buys, right? So let's say Ron Garcia, he did 400,000 pay-per-view buys. I just say that. They say that. Will 400,000 buys be feasible for how much they got paid? No. But the extra with Devin Haney, 100,000 makes it equivalent. But if I want to see Ron Garcia do his own type of thing. I'm basically saying this, Luis, in Philly, and you know whoever's watching right now. I'm basically just saying that IBFP, he makes up his own narratives and things like that. And I call out everybody. You know, I don't care who you are, what you are. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the numbers are. And look at this right here. This is Rick Glacier. So if I'm a liar and I'm wrong and I'm stupid, I'm crazy, I'm biased, tell Rick Glacier that too. And we know Rick Glacier. His damn numbers are spot on. He stay a spot on. When he talked about PBC failing, guess what we did? When them LDBC boys up there crying, and Rick Glacier, racist and all this stuff, he hating on the black man, all this stupid shit. Guess what happened? PBC was failing. They had to go to an app. They made fun of the Zone and they went to an app in Amazon. They made fun of the Zone, but most of their bigger stars are going to the Zone. Even Mayweather went to the Zone. So let me just, what Rick Glacier say right here. Canelo Alvarez, if you guys can see this, let me know. If you can't, let me know. I'll just read it to you. But I'm gonna tell you anyway what it says. If you can and can't see it. Let me see if I can make this screen a little bigger, maybe. I don't know if I can or can't. Give me a second. Can I do it? No, I can't. But let me just read it to you guys. So, basically, the context of Rick Glacier. He's saying that the pay-per-view buys with Canelo Alvarez does 500,000 to 550,000. This is good news. Hold up. For boxing enthusiasts, because for Canelo to keep getting these type of $35 million, $40 million plus paydays, he has to. This is what Rick Glacier said. He has to fight the likes of Terrence Crawford or David Benavidez. That's what Rick Glacier said. How can numbers be fantastic? And literally, PBC has took a financial bloodbath. This is what they said. A horrible hit. Because remember, PBC, this is what Al Haymon used to do. He used to take money from the networks, take a cut of the money because he's paying the fighters. He's an advisor. He don't lose shit. He's not a promoter. He's an advisor. He has PBC as a front name, but he's an advisor. He's an advisor. And so when he pays these guys these crazy, I'm gonna give you 2.1 million for fighting Lil John down the road. You fight Lil John, I'll give you 2. How you pay him 2.5 million? How you paying Keith Thurman to fight Jose Cesar Lopez $1.5 million? This don't make any sense. He hasn't fought in 2 years. You paying him this much money. You paying him 1.2 million. How are you doing this? He's taking money from the network. He cut off his 20% and paid him. But now, because that shit is over with, he completely drained Showtime. Dude, Al Haymon failed Showtime so bad, it made them have to cut off Bellator, who was actually bringing some kind of profit in. This is fact. I don't gotta lie about this shit. Look it up. Look up Bellator that was on Showtime. Look at their ratings. Look at their numbers. They were actually making money with Bellator, but because they were substituting boxing or paying off sustaining boxing, like the WNBA is leeching off the NBA. Basically, the WNBA doesn't make no profit, doesn't do shit, but because the NBA is there to give them money, to subsidize them, right? Basically, Haymon was taking the money that Showtime had for the sports budget. They had a budget for sports. Give me a second. They had a budget for the sports market, right? And they'll cut, hey, PBC, here, hey, Haymon, here is a $500 million check to get us the best fights, the best viewers. This is your budget. Take it. Al Heyman, greedy ass, who destroyed 12 other networks, took the money. I'm an advisor. Hey, Keith Thurman, you want to fight this scrub? Here's 1.2 million. Hey, Leo Santa Cruz, I'm gonna give you 2.5 million for fighting this dude. Hey, Tank Davis, you want to, and paying these guys a whole bunch of money because he cutting out 20%. He's losing money on these networks. Pay-per-views coming in 50,000. Look, Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz, I think it did 60,000 pay-per-view buys or something like that. Do you think that made any money? They lost money. Showtime failed. You can't pay Jamel and Jamal Charlo $1.2, $1.3 million to fight nobodies in Houston. Yeah, the tickets do well, but if you don't make pay-per-view sales for paying these guys so much money, it'll flop. So once he killed Showtime, killed Bellator from having a network, and Showtime doing good numbers, he goes over to Amazon. Amazon said, hey, we're not cutting any checks. You're only here so you can have an opportunity to be on our network and be able to distribute through your fans, but you're going to pay us a percentage. I don't know the percentage. I'm not in this thing like that. I didn't do all the research for that, but I do know you can pay the percentage because they got to pay them to be on their platform. So somehow Al Heyman either using his own money or some rich clown fool money or Mayweather money. If Mayweather still fighting, using his money or something, and he paid Canelo Alvarez a check. And we all know this. Canelo Alvarez wanted $35 million to fight Jamal Charlo. It's just facts. Like I said, I do not hate Canelo Alvarez. You go look at my history. I was a Canelo rider, but now I'm a Canelo hater. But I'm not a Canelo hater. I just want Canelo to fight the best, or hey, do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? But don't call these guys bums and nobodies when you obviously everybody wants you to fight this guy. But listen, so he won $35 million to fight Jamal Charlo. He wanted that. But they said no because the numbers with Jamel, even though they were decent, they wasn't as good. And they know Jamel Charlo was more active in the bigger brother as per se, as in, the belts, the activity, the knockouts, not, always, being in front of the camera. And they know Jamal Charlo was mentally unstable. He hasn't been fighting. His last fight was Jose Benavidez. And I mean, he might have looked good in that type of state, but like he wasn't the old Jamal we know. So they knew that if we pay this man $35 million to fight Jamal Charlo, it's going to do really bad numbers. So they said, know what? Hey, fight David Benavidez, we pay you. That wasn't part of the deal. He goes to DAZN. Like I say, goes to DAZN. And then he try to, hey, I got a fight I want to do. Give me $35 million to fight Jamal Charlo. They wouldn't do it. DAZN said no. He went back. At the end of the day, he went back to them. DAZN said, we'll pay for Jaime Munguia, and PBC going to pay you. And so we ain't paying you, Canelo. We're going to pay Jaime Munguia his half. PBC going to pay you, and they're going to do the most of stuff. We just want to co-promote and get part of that streaming stuff. We're going to help you over here. We're going to give you our fighter to fight, and we're going to pay him. We're paying this side, basically, right? And then I believe he did that to get out of the 3-fight deal. I need that Benavidez fight, though, bro. Hey, man, look, I'm with you, dude. But the issue is, like, now, Luis, you ain't going to like me saying this, bro. You ain't going to like me saying this. But on some real shit, Canelo Alvarez is the man. Let me put it like this, man, because even though we want that fight, I'm telling you right now, I think Canelo will whoop David Benavidez ass. That is me. I really think I've seen Canelo fight since Miguel Cotto. You understand what I'm talking about? I see this man on TV live. I'm seeing Canelo Alvarez beat ass. Can't be touched by Danny Jacobs. I'm like, how is he scared of David Benavidez? Nah, he'll whoop David Benavidez ass. But what is Canelo seeing and knowing that I don't know? I think he gonna, man, Canelo, take that $50 million and beat this boy ass. Prove everybody wrong. Go down as one of the greatest Mexican fighters and one of the top 5 best fighters ever. I don't give a fuck nobody say Canelo gonna be top 5 ever. He whoop on David Benavidez and get the fuck out of here. It is what it is. You can't say nothing wrong about David Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez. But he's the man. He called the shots. He said he wanted $150 million to fight David Benavidez. He know for a fact that shit's not going to happen. So he threw it out there. And I know deep down we really want that fight. We want him to do it. But come on, guys. No one's going to pay them. Dude, for God's sakes, one of the biggest fights that we had in boxing, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, did over, I think, 850 or 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. Go look at it. I'm not lying. Whatever the hell it is. And they didn't even get paid that. Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, another huge pay-per-view thing. They didn't even get that. They got about like $40 million each. Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, $25 million each. So even Mayweather got $100 million for Manny Pacquiao. Manny fucking Pacquiao. Conor McGregor, $100 million. So what makes you think this fight going to happen if they give Canelo 150, the biggest purse ever in boxing, to fight a man that he says they've been? He said Canelo said this about Dave Benavidez. He's a nobody. I got nothing to prove. He can't sell. Canelo even did a little diss. He said, look at his last fight with Andrade, the horrible fighter. Look what it did. Because the shit did 60,000 pay-per-view buys. So he's making fun of Dave Benavidez can't sell. He's making fun of the guy that he's trying to get $150 million off of the fight. It don't make sense. Because he knows, like, hey, I don't really want that fight. And I don't understand why, guys. Because I think Canelo whoop his ass. But, hey, let me get back to this real quick. He's shooting his shot. Man from South. I don't think it's a fight. Not to be that fight, but I'm gonna be real. Canelo can easily, on some real, he can easily get $60 million. I mean, that will be no problem, because even if he's a Saudi that got all this money, even though I might know it's gonna lose money, but damn, to just see Dave Benavidez and Canelo in that ring for $60 million, fuck it, I'll do it. But $100 million, $150 million, you're saying that this is bigger than Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. You know, this is bigger than Wilder versus Fury when these guys was getting huge. You know how it is. You know, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. You're saying it's bigger than that, right? I want the fight to happen, but it's not gonna happen, man. Even though I ain't gonna say that, Luis, it ain't gonna happen because I don't look like a fool. But I'm willing to admit my wrongs if it does happen. But it's not happening for that amount of money. But 60 million, 70 million, it could. It's a big possibility, because David said he want that fight so much he wanted to take 5 or 10 million. So that helps the process of getting this fight made. But back to saying, I'm sweating this stuff, man. Oh, and shout out to you again, Luis, man. I appreciate you coming here, bro. You be definitely here, man, for sure. I appreciate that. That's why I'm working more on my video again, getting back on my quality. You know, it deserves some good quality and some audio instead of me having these raggedy ass videos I've been doing. I'm trying to set it up to make it nice. And definitely come up with some more content. Let me know what y'all like and all that stuff. I'm trying to make this thing, you know, entertaining as best I can, like people to like it the best I can, man. I believe Canelo will happen in September. Too much demand, too much money. Canelo will be about 70 to 80 around, but Canelo maximum value. That's plain and simple. Hey, that's real right there. That's a good statement. But that's realistic. 70 to 80 million. Now, I don't care nobody tell me all these Canelo haters, these Dick Riders, the Wakandas, whatever. Canelo's worth that. He's worth that 70 or 80 million to make Dave Benavidez. That's a number I think we can work with. But to say 150 million, come on, man. It's not going to happen, especially when things like this is happening. Because, guys, let me tell you something, man. Rick Glacier, this is the bad thing when you're having these guys talk. Rick Glacier, Paul Malignaggi, you know, champions. Because these people, we got to say something. Me, you, everybody watching, we regular people. But these Saudi people see regular people, like champions that they admire and like, talk about Canelo ain't worth that. Canelo's crazy. Canelo doing this. Who are they going to listen to? Even though we say we the fans, it's the boxing, man, deep down, these folks don't care about us. They don't give a shit about the fans. They did care about the fans. Fights that are being made, fights that are being done. Tariq Al-Rashid is the only reason we getting good fights because Tariq is a real Turkey. Al-Rashid is a real fan. He loves boxing. Like, he remember when he said his greatest 2 fighters to watch, I believe he said Sonny Liston, and I think he said, man, who's this team? Sonny Liston and somebody else that was like, oh, Roberto Duran. He's a boxing fan. This dude is everyone says Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Mayweather, Pacquiao, you know, the big names. This dude's saying like even though people might not like what I say this, but Roberto Duran is more like a real true deep fan that know that name. You tell some kids now about Roberto Duran, they're like, who the hell is that? That man sound old. You say Tank Davis, Ron Garcia. I know those guys. Deontay, well, I don't know him. Tyson Fury, I know him. You say Roberto Duran, they're like, that dude's old. Who is that? We know who it is. People don't know who he is. But Turkey Al-Rashid knows who he is. Hold up, guys. My camera acting weird. Hold up. Give me a second, guys. Hold up. My camera acting weird. Can y'all see me? Y'all still see me? Give me a second. Fuck on, hold up. Give me a second, guys. Hold on, my camera acting up. Give me 1 sec. Oh, damn, camera died. Okay, let's get back to this thing right here. I'm about to say real quick. Hold up, guys. Let me say this real quick. All right, so appreciate the comment, Rick. Green screen. Yeah, I see it right now, bro. I'm about to see what the fuck going on. Stop that real quick. All right, let's get back to this. What I was saying though, but that was a good comment right there, man. So Rick Ledger himself, the man that's closer to the boxing scene than us, is saying that Larry Holmes. There we go. Thank you to Toby. Toby. There we go. He said Roberto Duran and Larry Holmes. I said, so listen. Roberto Duran and Larry Holmes. For him to say that, this dude is a true boxing fan. That's why he cutting these checks and giving us these big fights. Speaking of big fights, man, just I think this week it's Usyk Fury undisputed. No one's talking about that. Go look at these boxing channels. These supposed to be real boxing channels. They ain't saying nothing about Fury and Usyk. This is the first time undisputed heavyweight champion in years, and no one's saying nothing. They still talking about Ron Garcia and Devin Haney. If the PED was real or fake, do we got a undisputed fight coming, bro? What are you talking about? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Hey, salute for give me know who that was. I was like, man, who the hell was the other guy? Larry Holmes. See, that's how bad I am. See, I'm gonna say I'm a boxing fan, bro, but I'm not that old of that. Larry Holmes, I'm kind of casual when it comes to that. I look at Larry Holmes as he ain't all that. I mean, it's just me saying that. But a real boxing fan, like when I actually heard Larry Holmes, was gonna look him up, and the dude's jab was amazing. He really was a good fighter. I've been know about Duran, man. Duran was a fucking monster, bro. When it comes to the lightweight, oh man, he was a monster, man. But yeah, okay, let me get back to this real quick. I appreciate that comment again, Toby. Let me get back to this again, guys. So the good news that we're hearing here now, this could be good and bad. This is kind of some sad news too. There's a high possibility that Canelo versus Terence Crawford is next, guys. I know a lot of y'all like. I mean, it's a cool fight, but let's be realistic. Terence Crawford getting his ass whooped. Let's be real, man. Terence Crawford's getting whooped. Hold on, Canelo versus Crawford. Is weight classes for a reason, man. I'm telling you right now. Usyk by decision. Usyk will eventually pass Fury jab, target the body, move on. Hey, but the issue with that, Rick, let me tell you something, man. Now we saying this, but Usyk is very weak to the body, and Tyson Fury has found his pop. He found his power. You know, he was called the giant man with pillow fists. This motherfucking hit, man. And he saw that video with Daniel Dubois, his fellow countryman, hitting Usyk right in the body, and Usyk curled, folded like a lawn chair. That was a clean shot, man. And Fury seen that and like, oh, I got something for you. Imagine this big ass dude that's 6'9", 6'9". He leans on you and just say, fuck the ref, fuck up. This is a huge fight. I don't care. And just lean into you and just start hitting you in the body just to hit you. Oh, he don't care if you get a point deduction. That's going to be an effect. That's going to be a real huge effect on him. It takes Fury to land a punch, just like Daniel Dubois, to make him fold. Because there's no way they're going to give Usyk a pass versus Tyson Fury on that. This fight is like, it's not going to happen. They're not giving the pass on that, bro. And he's going to go down for the. I don't go down for the counter. He don't get up. I don't know, but I can say that Tyson was scary too. I'm not. I mean, not scary. I mean, I mean, I like Usyk. I say it's scary, but like, what's crazy too is that Fury is getting light, man. He's the smallest I ever seen him, bro. All that back fat shit is gone. He is looking, lean, man. He looking for a dude to be 6'9" and cut up like that. It's a scary sight, man. He's getting ready to move around on Usyk and use his boxing ability too. We forget how good Fury is with boxing, man. Fury ain't no joke. Don't get me wrong, Usyk is good. The reason that make Usyk so well to beating Fury, he should be more light on his feet and faster. But you got to remember, man, if Usyk can't escape, he not. Now this is how where I'm about to say this, but Fury not as nice as Anthony Joshua. And as I say that is, Fury can get dirty on you. Fury gonna push on you, pull on you, lean on you. Anthony Joshua was too nice. Fury ain't nice. Fury ain't nice at all. Give me a second, guys. Hold up. But yeah, man. There's a high chance that your boy gonna be. Hold up, let me stop sharing shit. I'm gonna screen share the Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. It's a high chance. It's a high chance that Canelo's will be fighting Crawford next, or he not fighting David next no time soon. But he does have a mandatory with the I believe it's the IBF versus Skull Williams or whatever. Let me look his name up real quick. I'm gonna do it right in front of y'all. Hold on a second. Canelo. What's that dude's name? There he is, right here. This dude right here. He's getting his ass whooped. All right, there he is. William Skull. This dude's finna get trashed, man. So the IBF has mandated Canelo Alvarez to defend his IBF title versus William Skull. If he doesn't decide to fight William Skull, like let's say if Canelo says, "No, what? I'm big boss," and I say, "Well, go. I'm going to fight Terrence Crawford. I'm getting my $35, $40 million to fight Terrence Crawford." Right? They're going to strip him of the IBF title. This is what they're saying. They're going to strip Canelo Alvarez of the IBF title if he doesn't fight William Skull. It's a mandatory challenger. He got to accept it before he fights anyone. That's what they're saying. Oh, let me get out this damn thing. I want to see this bullshit. All right. Canelo's going to kill him. Let me get my camera back on, guys. Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna put a let me see who he thinks wins. And I want to ask y'all about this. Drop the stream link, bro. Oh, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna drop it right now for you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I want to hear you talk about it. Anybody want to join the stream link? Let me know. I want to hear y'all talk about it. Luis, I would definitely love to have you on, Luis. Get on up here, man. I wouldn't mind having you hearing you on what you got to say. What's your boxing insight, man? Link right there. But William Skull's getting his ass whooped. And IBFP to that clown, y'all can edit this out and say it. Did you know he said that people would judge Canelo Alvarez if he dropped his title and don't fight William and say that he ducked him? Who's going to say this to Canelo? I swear, anyone say that about Canelo, I'm going after him. This is a disgrace. You say Canelo is ducking this dude for dropping his IBF title to fight Terrence Crawford to get a bigger payday? You're stupid. No one is going to say that. Everybody knows he's going to run through this guy. And he's not going to be nice like he did with Jaime Munguia. He's going to freaking destroy this dude. This dude got like 8 knockouts in like what 20-something fights. Dude hasn't even have no power. And nobody even not say, oh, he a black fighter. He got that's just stupid, man. That's not going to do anything. It's not about that at all. What's going to win the fight 100%? It's going to be, the skills, man. But Canelo, he can break you down. If he can break down Kovalev, he's going to break this man down. He can break down Jaime Munguia and drop him. He's definitely going to drop William Skull 100%. Guarantee it. Link been dropped. Give me 1 second right back. I got to get my phone back on. All right. But yeah, watching now, I need you guys, if you can, you see IBFP stuff, I challenge him. I'm for the smoke. I'm for the smoke with anybody on these boxing debates. Please tell me how everything I said was a lie. Give me 1 second. Because Canelo gonna wreck this guy. He's gonna kill him, man. My money's gonna be on Usyk. All right, give me 1 second. Add you on right now. Rick, go ahead. And you in. All right, can you hear me? Rick, you on? You live? All right, let me cut this back on. Give me a second. I get my camera right back on working. Give me 1 second. Hey, Rick, I cannot hear you too. Give me a second. Get my cam back on. There it is. All right, we back. We back. All right. Look. Yeah, man. Let me we're gonna man, break another one down. Give me a second. We're gonna put this in real quick. And then Gervonta Tank Davis is saying that after Frank Martin, he want to fight Lomachenko. Where did all this bravery come from, Loma, man? I mean, I said from Loma, my bad, from Tank Davis. You know, then he said he got a 7-fight deal. Tank Davis, I got a 7-fight deal. I'm going to be, after this, I'm done with boxing. I mean, first off, when he was fighting Martin, he was done with boxing. Now, all of a sudden, he got a 7-fight deal with who? Because he made fun of the Saudis. He disrespected them. Told him he ain't go over there in no sand. And, they broke over there. They got to go overseas. They need money from the Saudis. So where he getting this 7-fight figure deal from? Actually, let me speaking of this, let me do one more breakdown real quick. I gotta break some shit down real fast. I just want to break this stuff down. This is some bullshit. Give me a second, guys. I want to make sure you guys hear this shit. I'm gonna break it down for word for word. All right, here we go. This is the video's title, bro. Hey, Rick, are you there, man? I cannot hear you, man. Can you hear me? Your mic is not working. I can't hear you. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you in the background. Oh, you went out right now. Give me a second. All right, let's get it. About to hit that hour mark. That's my cut. Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna break this down right here. Y'all can share it to IBFP, do whatever. I'm ready for the debate. Let's get it. This what he got a title. He got a title. Ron Garcia versus Haney did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Proves Tank can't sell. He says Tank Davis can't sell because Ron Garcia, by himself, or magically, I guess, did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Let's hear what he got to say.
Back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney does 500,000 buys. Then let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Rick Glazer has come out and stated that he finally has the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney pay-per-view numbers, and it did slightly over 500,000 pay-per-view buys domestically. Now, that's an interesting number, and that's a great number from Ryan Garcia. Think about it like this. Tank Davis averages about 250,000 pay-per-view buys on his own. That's typically what he does. He's never broken over 300,000 buys by himself. So here's the thing. Ryan Garcia has proven that he was the main attraction and the main draw in all of the hype behind him and Tank Davis in their fight. Ryan Garcia did these numbers on his own. We know Devin Haney can't sell a wing dinner. So Ryan Garcia did 500,000 buys, which is excellent for Ryan Garcia. That is very, very good. I still believe he's a step behind the face of boxing, and that's Canelo Alvarez. You've seen right. Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo did about 700,000.
Rick, can you hear me? Your mic is still off. Hold on, we're gonna keep playing this video with IBFP. I want you guys to hear this and hear it well. Dude, right here is just your mic still ain't working, bro. All right, let's keep this video playing.
Pay-per-view buys.
Now remember,
so which is what
I want you guys to remember what he says. He's saying that Tank Davis is known to do 200,000 pay-per-view buys at best, right? And that Ron Garcia was the factor for Tank Davis selling and of the whole thing. So basically, this is what this moron is saying. Tank Davis did 200,000 pay-per-view buys out of 1 million pay-per-views. Make it make sense. And then fighting Devin Haney, he does 500,000. So Devin Haney did 0, even though he has a history of pay-per-views. And Haney did 0. Ron Garcia did 400,000. No, 450,000. Devin Haney probably did 50,000. Make it make sense. Ron Garcia is a star. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, picking and choose like these dudes. Ron Garcia is a star. But the issue comes on a star versus who? He has never, I'm saying again, Ron Garcia has never headlined a pay-per-view himself versus the likes of a Hector Garcia. Never. Or versus a Regis Prograis. Never. He has always headlined his 2 only pay-per-views. Somebody makes him a pay-per-view star for doing 2 pay-per-views. He has never headlined versus someone without a big name or without a name known in boxing or even to casuals. Wrong or right? Am I wrong or am I right? So you cannot say Tank don't sell and he sell more than Tank. He's the next cash cow until we see Ron Garcia versus Pochop down the street. Ron Garcia versus Jose, at the taco stand. Until we see this dude fight someone that we don't know about, is when we know what he can sell. Not Ron Garcia versus Earl Spence Jr. Man, they did 600,000 pay-per-view buys. That was all Ron Garcia. Yeah, but Earl Spence just fought Terrence Crawford. He did 700,000. Don't matter. Ron Garcia, he sold them all. That shit don't make sense. Let's listen to this.
Well, above 500,000, and Jermell Charlo can't sell a damn wing dinner. Not a big name at all. So Canelo carried the whole thing. Now we're waiting on the.
And just to back myself up saying this, in case IBFP see this video, don't say anything about me. Keep it on boxing, because we can't see you. I know what you like to do. You like to say something about somebody and people. We can't see you, brother, at all. For your first ever you ever been on this YouTube, you have never been seen, never on cam. So please, especially when you copy other people's lingos and what they say about people, you can't do that. People don't know who you are, or what a city, state, country you in, or how somebody look, how your hair look, how your teeth are, how your ears. We don't know shit. So keep it on boxing, unless someone. But how can someone talk about you when they don't know what you look like? So keep it on boxing, not about who a bitch, because you not seen. You don't be at the fights like that. You just commentate on boxing. Unlike me, if you look at my community page, I be at the fights. I will be at Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I'm mad I won't be at the Navarrete fight because that shit's too far. It's gonna be, I think, in Vegas or California. I mean, I want to see my boy Navarrete fight, but it got to be at least my max is 150 miles. That's my max. But you don't be at these fights. You get on camera and you do this. I mean, you don't get on camera. You just talk on the video. So don't talk about people's looks if you're not showing your face. If you ain't showing who you are. You know, a lot of these YouTubers that be here in front of y'all talking face to face, I give them some respect because we can see them. But don't call people Jabba the Hutt. Don't call people sloppy. Don't call people crazy. All this stuff when you can't be seen. That's not cool. That's really lame. But let me get back to IBFP saying this bull crap. Let's keep it on boxing. Trust me. Because I'll challenge you to something else. Let's keep it on boxing. But back to it. Oh, Ricky back. Give me a second to let Rick on. Go ahead and say something.
Hey, can you hear me, man?
There we go. Now I can hear you, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I had to do? I had to reboot my fucking phone, man.
Okay,
That's what it was.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because you know how these updates go on your fucking apps, and I don't think I did that. So
yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. It's about to get a little weird sometimes.
yeah. So no, man. I just wanted to, chime in. I know that. Well, I know you're talking about homeboy, IBFP, but I just wanted to talk about Canelo, the
Yeah, go ahead.
Benavidez, and Crawford. So, me personally, I think, as I stated earlier in the chat, I think that there's a lot of money, I think there's too much money involved. There's too much demand involved. I think Canelo knows. So when he's making those statements, 200, 150, I think he's throwing it out there for the highest bidder. We know who the highest bidder is. That's Turkey. But Turkey's like, hold up, I want to see you fight Crawford. Yeah. So for us over here, that creates a dilemma, right? Because we want to see Benavidez. He wants Benavidez to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol.
Bivol, yep.
Yeah. So the man with the money over there, he wants to see something different than we want over here. So I think that's where we're at right now. In my personal opinion, Crawford stylistically would give Canelo problems, but there's a weight difference, right?
Exactly.
That's why there's weight classes. We know that, right? Now, going on to Benavidez, I think a preview, I don't want nobody to fucking go off and start talking shit. Oh, well, Benavidez is different from Munguia. Stylistically, they are similar, right? Not the same, similar.
Similar, yeah.
So you're looking at, number one, a guy, a size advantage, punches in bunches, right? They like to come forward. They got the reach height advantage. So I think Munguia is kind of a preview. Like I said, similar, not the same. Obviously David's his own person. He's his own fighter.
Yeah. And don't forget too,
go ahead.
Canelo's not going to take it easy on David because all the shit talk, the shit people talked about him. Let's be real. Canelo carried that fight, man. You could tell he was holding back. He wasn't.
Yeah. And that's where I'm going to, is that there's a lot of history, between the fan bases, between the fighters, between the camps. So I think there's just too much fucking money involved. I think there's too much on the table for this fight not to happen, whether it's September or fucking May, whether people like it or not. I will hold out until May, and then after that, I'm gonna be like, man, you know what? All right, fuck it. I'm done with trying to, you know what I mean? I'm pushing the fighter to having any hope. Now with Crawford, he's older than Canelo, but stylistically, he has the ability to give Canelo problems. But I think over the rounds, I think the power and the weight a little bit too much for Crawford going towards the end of the stretch. Right now, some people, of course, are going to disagree. There's people that want to see that fight. There's people that want to see Crawford and Canelo go at it. I wouldn't mind. Trust me. That to me, that if the Benavidez fight don't happen, that's the other fight I would like to see.
Yeah.
Right. I don't see anybody else really giving him problems. Maybe Morrell, but he doesn't have enough seasoning yet. Like a lot of people are big on him right now, and I understand it. The guy is good. Like he's quality. He's fucking. From the Cuban school, I fucking get it. But I think he just needs a little bit more seasoning, a little bit more marination before he gets in the ring with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. And there's going to be people who don't like Canelo. They're looking for that next guy who can fucking take this dude out, right? because they just don't like the guy. But I'm looking at it from as a straight boxing fan, right? I'm all about unifications and title fights. Becoming undisputed, because that's our Super Bowl as a boxing fan. Our Super Bowl is undisputed, right? So, and then once that person becomes undisputed, we want to see you retain that championship. We want to see you, who's next in line, right? Like in football, baseball, basketball. Who's next? Who's the next team up? Who's the next one up? So to me, overall, outside of I know your title, I know your title on here is
no, you good, man. You good.
Debating the other person, IBFP. So, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about just strictly boxing here. I think that Benavidez or Crawford are good fights. I think Benavidez fight happens before the Crawford fight. My opinion.
Let me add to
if
that.
It don't, then I'll be a sad boxing fan.
I'm gonna add to that real quick. Now, of course, I choose Benavidez over Crawford, but my issue comes on. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can.
You Benavidez and Crawford? Is that what you said?
No, hell no. I mean that was, it was crazy.
Maybe I missed something. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh no, guess what? Believe it or not, actually there was an offer for Canelo to fight Dave Benavidez at 160, but that's retarded, man. He can't make that weight. That's insane.
He's not gonna make 160. No.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No.
That's he'll kill himself. I believe you know how Canelo fought Billy Joe Sanders?
Yes.
I got a feeling something go like that. Some go for a little bit. Billy Joe Sanders winning some rounds. It's looking good, but Canelo gonna catch him. And because it's weight classes, people. I said this before. We keep saying Crawford fight Canelo next. This man just moved to 154, and we ain't seen shit. Imagine a Nui moving up to one weight class, right? That's what they do. Man, he need to go ahead and go fight a lightweight. What if he fought Tank Aloma? Bro, he just moved to 126. You know what I'm saying? He just moved to whatever. He just moved here. How can we expect him to already put him in line to fight another guy that's 2 weight classes up? When we don't know what he got at the weight class he moving at now at 154, because everyone's overlooking this fighter, Markadov, I believe his name is, the middle last
Majumov. I've seen Majumov. He's no slouch.
He's no fucking bro. I'm saying I've seen it, but I'm gonna look at his fights, right? I thought, okay, oh shit, this guy might be a problem, man. This guy's good, man. He got power. Like, and we forget about, people forget about the Mean Machine Kavaliauskas. We forget about that when Crawford got hit and got hurt. And now you move into a new weight class, and this guy got pop. He got power. And we don't even know how your power gonna transition. People don't even think about this. Remember, every weight class jump, how would the power be? How will he be as a fighter? Yeah, I know he moved to 140 to 147 and it was still there, but now he's at 154. Would it still be there?
And of course, that's always the question, right? I had that question before Nui fought Fulton. That was one of my, in my prediction was like, how is his power going to carry over? As we saw, it carried very well. But we won't know until the fight actually happens, right? So in Crawford's case,
you're gonna hate me for saying this. You're gonna hate me for saying this.
What's that?
Your boxing fans gonna hate me for saying this. Man, what the fuck is 2 or 3 pounds compared to 7 or 10? Now I'm like, man, come on, let's go transfer.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at that in different ways, right? I would look at it just as far as there's just smaller guys. So the weight transition and smaller weight classes is different than guys that are a little bigger. But we could ask the same thing about heavyweight, right? If you reach over 201 pounds, you're fighting a guy that's fucking 270. You could be fucking 210. So
That's
but
crazy, man. That's why I can't get mad at the WBC for making that bridger weight, man. It sounds stupid, but it actually makes a lot of sense, dude. Because how the fuck is a dude 205 fighting a dude 280? Like it's a huge. Did you see that fight with I went to it live. It was a horrible fight. But it was Gerard Anderson versus that guy, Ricketson or whatever. The dude was on his 4th heavyweight.
You talking about Boots?
No, not Boots. Gerard Anderson, the heavyweight.
Jerron Anderson.
Actually, let me put it right now. Gerard Anderson. Let me put him. I'm surprised you don't know. Well, he about to fight Deontay Wilder in
Oh
August.
shit, my bad. You saying Jared Anderson? My bad.
My stupid ass said Gerard. Okay,
You said
Jared
Jerron. That's what threw
Anderson.
me off. I was
Well,
like,
he
oh
was-
shit, is he a new guy or no? So Jared Anderson. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead, man. I
So
got you.
Jared Anderson was fighting this guy. I think the guy came in like at 206 or something. Anderson came in like at 230 or some shit like that. Bro, I was there at the fight. Man, it was like, I swear to God, it's like a heavyweight fighting some light heavyweight. It was just a complete difference. I'm like, man, look at this shit, dude. This is like it's crazy, man. Like, this dude's big. And they supposed to be same heavyweights, but one guy got 25, 30 pounds more than him. It looked completely different in person. So I'm like, Bridgerweight kind of was it just came so late. It kind of was a legitimate class to break off at, because people like Deontay Wilder, they gotta force themselves to eat weight, not to fit in Bridgerweight. Because Wilder, man, he just got natural God-given power, because he's fighting motherfuckers that's huge. He looked like an NBA player, dude. It's fighting in the ring.
So with the size disparity, I always look at it like, I think to me skill trumps size, right? So
Yeah.
that leads into what what I was saying earlier in my comments about the Usyk Fury fight.
Yeah.
I think that Usyk takes it by decision, and I think I think based on some of the shit I've read that Tyson is a slight favorite. So to me, I'm excited for Saturday. I got Usyk by decision. I'll tell you why. I think Usyk's game plan, I think he's gonna have a better game plan. I think he's going to do what he does. Number one, his stick and move. He's gonna move around. First couple rounds are gonna be kind of slow. Tyson may even win those rounds. But I think Usyk is gonna, once he figures out how to get inside Fury's jab, once he unlocks that door to get in the front door, once he figures that out, then I believe from there he's gonna start peppering Fury to the body. Body is going to be key because of the size difference, right? He's obviously, he's smaller, so he's going to initially right in front of him is going to be that big ass target. So I see him peppering to the body, and I know why Fury, in my opinion, cut that weight. This is my opinion, outside looking in, right? The team, they know what they're doing. I'm just saying it's for stamina, right? He needs to be able to go a full 12 rounds because he knows he's not going to go in there and just knock this dude out like he did with Wilder.
Yeah,
Wilder was just he didn't really have any boxing skill, but he had that fucking neutralizer, that power. But in this case, he knows he's gonna have to move. He may have to follow Usyk around. Usyk is gonna be coming in and out. He's gonna have that stamina to go 12 rounds. I don't think neither fighter is expecting a knockout. I'm not expecting a knockout. I'm expecting to go 12 rounds, and I'm gonna go with Usyk. I don't know your thoughts on it fully, but that's my thoughts. What say you?
The only thing I think you said stamina. Yes, stamina is going to be a gain for sure. They're looking for, but I think they're looking for mobility too and speed, because they know Usyk is going to be too fast. I know for a fact that Sugar sat down and looked at Anthony Joshua fight and seen that, hey, look, this motherfucker moves here, moves a lot. And Anthony Joshua, even though you big yourself, you can move better than Anthony Joshua, but y'all kind of almost the same speed. We got to get some of this weight down so you can catch this guy when he's moving. So they got that, they're getting that weight down and getting lean, and they're gonna try to corner him. I'm not saying stop him, because it depends on how they look at the fight. Because no matter what, we found out that boy Fury is not pillow fisted at all. He can hurt something, and I'm telling you, they seen Daniel Dubois with that body shot and probably said, hey, that's what we're gonna work on. Body. Because remember what they say: if you can't catch him, you can't catch him upstairs, you go downstairs. He can't run from downstairs. If something might land clean and good enough with Fury got that power in and setting in, sitting on the punches, he can curl up what he did with Daniel Dubois.
So
that's, I think, will be leaning to that too.
With that being said,
shout out to Jay Will, man. What's up with you, man? He said, I'm not putting much stock into that Francis performance. Okay, yeah, okay. That's
you're talking about Ngannou and Joshua. Okay.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, that was bad.
No, Josh. All that was Joshua represented for boxing. Like, hey man, come on now. Like if Joshua went into the octagon with fucking Ngannou, money on Ngannou all fucking day. This
Dude,
is
he'd
just the
have
way it
killed
is. You
him.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
he'd have killed him, man. Yeah,
but back to Usyk and Fury.
yeah.
Uh, so my thing is this with Fury. When was the last time he went to the body with somebody and actually took him out or made him take a knee? He's not, unless I see that going in, like you're saying, like if he does that, flips it on Usyk and he starts going to Usyk's body to slow him down, I would be surprised. I would be like, oh, okay, shit.
Hey,
I'd be like, me and Undisputed had
remember,
this conversation,
you gotta
but
remember.
I gotta see.
Guess what people said about him versus Wilder? I've never seen Tyson Fury stop nobody like that and sell his punches, and that motherfucker did it.
He
Hey,
did.
look,
He did for Wilder for
so
those
he
3 fights.
might.
He did.
He man, because we forget too. Like, even though he's not a good fighter, he fought Cunningham. Cunningham did have some mobility. I'm not saying he just as good as Usyk, but he did cut that ring off on Cunningham, and there's a possibility now he know how to sell his punches, and because it's shown that Fury can take a punch. And what if Fury is so confident he know that, man, I took the biggest right hand in heavyweight and I ate it. What this guy Usyk gonna do when I put pressure on him and go for his body? What he gonna hit me with to hurt me like that?
But see, that's where I'm going with the decision, bro. Because you're right. Fury shown he's got a chin. Usyk's never lost, never had a KO, and he's mobile.
Yeah,
His chin has been tested.
yeah.
Watch those Joshua fights. The second fight, especially, Joshua did a hell of a lot better.
Oh yeah, that's
And he caught Usyk with some shots that would put the average boxer down, the average man down clean, no problem. He ate that shit. So both guys have shown they got chins. Now that's why I'm going with the decision. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
you're right. We'll see. Fury showed, you know what? You guys said I'm feather fisted. I'm gonna go ahead and put it to Wilder. So, and that's when he showed that he does have power. He's a big guy. Come on, the guy's what, 6'9"? He's
Yeah,
fucking big dude.
He's
You
huge,
put that
man.
weight in there, you're gonna knock a lot of motherfuckers out. So,
Shit.
but
see,
we'll see, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this too, because like I'm saying, like I just keep it down the middle. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going for Usyk, but I never doubt the other guy. That's why about me, I don't. Even though I'm going for somebody, I always be like, hey, you never know, because this dude got this, and that. Like, everybody thought that Devin. I don't care what nobody say before the fight happened. Everybody thought Devin Haney was gonna beat Ryan. Look what happened.
Oh, I was one of them. I thought. Now I'll tell you what I thought. I thought Devin was gonna go in there. I think he was just gonna outbox him and win on points.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There might have been lulls in the fight where Ryan's trying to chase him. These are what I was thinking prior to, right? And I thought Ryan, hey, if anything can happen though, he can catch him with a left, right?
Yep.
If he catches him with a left to the body, even upstairs, Devin's been wobbled before. He got wobbled with Linares. He's been hurt by Jojo Diaz. So I knew if you got enough power, you can rock that cradle nice.
Yeah.
And what happened with Devin was, motherfucker came in overweight. He was fucking dehydrated. He was just a bigger dude. And Ryan went in there and just when he felt that shot, and Ryan got speed though. That's the thing. Ryan's got speed and power. But this time he came in with like no restrictions, no weight clauses. He came in at 143. Said, fuck it. I'm not saying it's right. Obviously you want to go in there for a title, you're gonna make weight. Ryan said, fuck that. I'm going in there for a title. I'm an influencer superstar. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Let me add one thing
and
to that.
Unfortunately, hey, Haney took that L. Go ahead.
What I didn't like though was Haney doing some weak shit. Is that he's trying to potentially go to court because Ryan didn't make weight, but you took the money, you took the 1.5. You thought you were gonna beat him, but because after the fight you got your ass whooped and realized that could have played a factor, and he felt stronger and bigger. Well, guess what? Give that money back, and I think personally you should take Ryan to court to just make the rematch. You know how Ryan said, I ain't getting a rematch to deserve it. What I would say, hell, Ryan, check it out. I can sue you and take millions of dollars. We go to court, waste all this time, or you can fight me again. Because look, the one thing I can't say, I didn't like how Wilder had that crazy ass conspiracy and said all the gloves gate and all this stupid shit. But I respect Wilder for actually, instead of suing and doing all this court shit, he said, hey, let's just run it back. And I don't care about none of this shit. But Haney, oh no, I don't know if I want a rematch and deserve to be in the ring with a cheater and all this bullshit. Bro, how about you just say, hey, look, let's run it back. Let's do full testing, whatever, I just want my rematch. I want it back in blood and go from there. Because shoot, I think he came with the wrong game plan, man. He actually went in there. He thought like he had like this crazy power. He shouldn't have fought how he fought Regis Prograis. Yeah, he can. Haney can catch you some shit you don't see and make you slip up or hurt you, but he ain't got power like that. He went in that ring like he was like coming for the knockout. Like he let his father hype him up to something that he's not. He doesn't have knockout power like that. He got, hey, get back power, or like how he hit Ron with that left hook and it made Ron like, oh shit, like, oh come on, bitch, you hit me. He got that type of power, that flinching and get back. He got like a little stopping power, but he ain't got no dropping power. That makes sense. Because if he was so easy to run through, Loma would have ran through him. Linares would have ran through him. Everybody would have ran through him if he just had nothing. But he had a little something to keep you back. But he never had knockout power like that when it comes to fighting a top caliber guy who was, made for this. Ryan Garcia, no matter how much we make fun of him, he TikTok, he weird. This motherfucker been boxing since he was a child. He got, like I said, fast hands, a decent chin. You wasn't just gonna go in there and just bully Ryan because he's fast and got power too.
So,
Hank didn't do that.
yeah, and I will say, I'll add on to this is that going on to the whole Osterin issue, I think his B sample's coming out in the 20, next week sometime, right? And I'm no fucking by any means any expert on any of that. I'm gonna wait to see what happens.
Yeah, me
If the
too.
guy was found cheating, like many think they are, okay, cool. If perhaps it was something else that we're all saying, oh, I wouldn't say whoever's saying like, hey, man, you dirty. We just have to wait and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, you got to see about
If
that shit.
he is, he is. If he's not, he's not. We're gonna either way. The truth is gonna come out, right? We're gonna see what's going on. Maybe the Haney's have a case, and then we'll see, right? So it's fucked up because it took away from a lot of that. That night, it's like,
Yeah,
you know what?
'cause-
We saw a good fight. The underdog won, right? Granted, there was
yeah.
some controversy, him coming in overweight, what have you. Nonetheless, it was like, damn, shit, he came to rock this dude's world, but now it's tainted. Got all this bullshit. But that's been the whole history of boxing, right, bro? The life, right? There's always
Yeah.
been drama. There's always shit going on, right, in the background. It's like, damn. But
Hey man, at
that's where we're at.
least you being real when I hear that, man. I can respect that you being real. I like that about certain things about the channel. I'm trying to have people have that. Be honest with it. Like, but I'm gonna say this. What I didn't like, okay, that's I mean, I'm being real, of course. The left hook, you getting hit by the left hook, but damn, at the same time, it's hard to say because, like, I really Googled this shit. Like, I really did research, study these weirdos and just saying stuff about, oh, it just make you lose weight. I mean, I literally put research into what the fuck Osterin was and Ryan Garcia used. So I found out this shit actually increases punching power. It increases punching power, increases muscle density and stamina. So I'm like, damn, it does a lot of more stuff. But we gotta see what this test going to say. Like, what's the test going to say? How much was in his blood system? How much will be a factor? Because that all matters, man. Because even though, this will confuse me too. I know Ryan Garcia got power, but Lomachenko got power too. Linares had power too, and he didn't get whooped like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. Like, so if this comes back negative, and we know the effects, that shit could have played a factor. But what I don't like about Devin Haney, what he's doing, there is no take the loss off. You keeping that unless you run that shit back and you earn that back. That's it. Even though he cheated though, you need to go back in that ring, do all the tests to have this shit done, so make sure his system is clean, everything good. Y'all do a catch weight at 143, so there ain't no surprises and dumb shit. Do 143, both of y'all, run it back. Who's better? Be smart, be the boxer, do what you did versus Regis Prograis and prove people wrong, or get your ass whooped again, and then guess what? It's actually, he might have to retire because it's fucking over. You fought this man again, he whooped your ass again the same way. Oh, that's an embarrassment.
Well, I think the only way the rematch will happen, right, is of course if depending on what's going to happen with his second test, and then you have to look at the penalties, right? So let's say it's pop, you pop positive. Hey, what are we going to do with this guy? Guess what the fuck they're going to do? We got to give him something. It'll be 6 months, maybe a year. Maybe a year. I would say up to a year.
He gonna get a ban.
But
that's not
I don't
really
know.
a ban. He gonna
Who
get some
knows?
shit like we gonna ban you for 7 months, but he gonna have a fight in 7 months. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? They gonna be the real ban.
We're gonna find out. The only one that knows is time. So I'll let Father Time handle that
That's
one.
true. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting too. I'm with you, man. That's why I haven't went too crazy on being disrespectful to Ron and stuff because I don't know. We don't know until the second stuff is released. I'm not going off these weirdos on these videos making about, oh, have you seen the shit people saying that, oh, Devin Haney getting sued. He lied on Ron Garcia. The word's this at? I'm not seeing this news anywhere. Ron Garcia said anything. People just making clickbait ass shit. Oh, Ron Garcia is taking him to court and suing everybody. He's suing Vada. He's suing Victor Conte. He's shutting it all down. He's suing the New York Commission. I'm like, are these people stupid? He's not doing this. Wait for the 22nd. Now, we find out there were some. Now, this is what's going to throw things off. Like, if this happened, it's true. Let's say somebody set Ryan up. Do you understand what's going to happen to Vada? Like it's going to destroy every fight ever in history that has been someone's found somebody blood has to be investigated into. That it could be a no contest or a loss taken off, because if he's willing to do this for Devin Haney, who's a nobody, not a star, he can't sell. Remember, I'm just going to people say I ain't really saying this. He's decent when it comes to it. He can't sell. He's a nobody. Ron Garcia, the big star. If they can frame a big star like Ron Garcia, could they frame anyone else that failed PEDs? See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that will get Vada will be destroyed. They're getting sued. They're getting shut down. Shit getting investigated. A lot of stuff getting pulled back. It's going. It just to me that don't make sense. Why the fuck would Vada or Victor Conte risk all this money, all this time, all this history for Ryan Garcia because he know Devin Haney? That don't make no fucking sense. Why not? What would be more bigger? Giving Demetrius Andre a setup for David Benavidez and contaminating his shit, or Ron Garcia for Devin Haney? That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? All these huge fucking fights that we had. But Victor Conte or whatever Vada decides, no, we're going to contaminate Ryan blood or set him up for Devin Haney. It doesn't even make sense to be honest. Because they could have had what was the Mayweather Pacquiao? That shit was huge. Why they couldn't just let's hide this, or it just don't make sense to me. And Ryan Garcia not bigger than Pacquiao at the time or Mayweather, so just confusing stuff, man.
Hey, I hear what you're saying about that shit. But let's look at this right this coming weekend outside of Usyk and Fury. What are your thoughts on Navarrete and Baranchyk?
Oh man, hey, look.
Hey,
that's my favorite fight right now. I'm going live for that shit, dude. I ain't missing that fight. Navarrete, man. But this is I might be biased with this. I'm already gonna whoop his motherfucking ass, man. Because look, but this was weird about Navarrete. It just never made sense to me. He fights to his fucking level. When he's better than dudes, he fights to the level.
Well, what I will say is you're gonna get your money's worth. I will say that.
Oh hell yeah! For one
punches and bunches, he's got stamina, and guys coming with angles in those combinations. It's like, this motherfucker don't stop throwing.
He don't stop, man.
And he's guys are sitting in there, and but yeah, man. So I think Baranchyk, in his case, I've seen a couple of his fights. Solid. He's a solid fundamental boxer.
He's solid. Baranchyk is solid.
He's a boxer puncher, I would say. He can mix it up, but he can box. You know what I'm saying? He's looking to aim power shots too. So this is gonna be a good one.
I ain't gonna lie. Navarrete did get beat by Liam. I'm not beat, but dropped by Liam. But that shit all. I mean, once he got hurt though, it was the fucking animal was turned on. He whooped his ass. So it's like what Navarrete does is like, he'll fight to your level until you hit him and it pisses him off. He's like, hey, you hit me, now I'm gonna take you out. Like he fought Dogbe. Man, that fight was fucking good, dude. You seen that Dogbe fight?
Nuh-uh.
Man, put Navarrete versus Dogbe. Hold up, man. Give me a second. That shit right there.
You talking about Isaac Dogbe?
Isaac Dogbe? Yeah, Isaac Dogbe.
Man, African dude?
Yeah, that shit was good.
Yeah, I've seen him. I didn't know that. Man, I can't believe I missed that. Maybe I'm not.
Man,
I'd have to look that up, man.
Go look it
I've
up, bro.
seen so many fights, man. I'm like, fuck, man. I wouldn't have. How can I miss that one, right?
Yeah, man. The
But it's
dog
one of those I have to go check out.
man, that shit was a war, man. A war. I'm not gonna tell you who won. Maybe you check it out. I want you to go look at it. I mean, you know who won, of course. The hell am I saying it for? Navarrete won, man. But it was a good fight, bro. Dog made just so little. I mean, he was whooping ass though, but man, he's so tiny. Like, but he went on some warrior stuff, but man, Navarrete, that's how he
did
got known.
Dog Bay? He fought Vic Darchinyan, right? Back in the
Did he?
day.
I
Vic
think so.
Darchinyan.
Because Dollar was whooping a lot of man. He was whooping a lot of good dudes, man. This meant the fight so
Yeah,
deep.
he got into some scraps.
But man, Navarrete just he ruined him, man. He after that second fight,
I
I mean,
think Navarrete and Loma would be a good fight.
oh hell yeah. But see, the issue I think what Navarrete might have with Loma is Loma how to work them angles and that pressure shit. You know, it could be a
Mhm.
bad look because Loma adapts very well to pressure.
Well,
But Navarrete,
Loma's
go ahead.
technical, right? And he applies pressure. So,
Yeah,
but he'll mix it up, right? He's trying to outland his opponent, create feints, move. And then you got Navarrete, he's looking at every target like, I don't know, he's swinging. So I think it's a good fight. That's going to be an action fight. I think the one that's going to be tricky is Shakur. Shakur, I would say he outclasses Navarrete, but Loma gives him problems. But I think he's going to be the toughest one out of them. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, there's promotional issues going on, right? So he's got
yeah.
one fight left with I think Top Ranking. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if he
Shakur
was
does?
he gave props to Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Shakur
Shakur got
did.
one more
So
fight?
yeah, he got a fight
Man,
in July.
if I was Bob Arum, I'd be like, man, I'm about to give you the hardest fucking fight because he been real disrespectful to Bob Arum. You hear him talking about all the shit he talk? Talking about, I can't wait to
Yeah,
leave and be a
they
free agent. Huh?
all the wild shit people are saying, and it's like, dude, to me, I'm like, hey, you still under Top Rank. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't burn that bridge, bro. Why are you talking all that
Yeah,
shit?
but Bob Arum ain't like Eddie
But just
Hearn.
get out the contract. But he gave props to Hearn, so I'm thinking that, hey, Hearn's been, hey, earn with Hearn. That seems to be the thing lately.
Yeah.
Think about it.
But he ain't been able to demand them big ass purses though, because that last fight really killed his stock. But he about to fight old dude right now. He about to fight the guy that Martin fucking had a hard time with. That fight was
Yeah,
it
I
was
can't pronounce his name. It begins with an H, but I can't
yeah. I mean,
pronounce homeboy's name.
that shit.
Yeah.
But hey, man, if you watch that fight, bro, it was damn near almost a fucking robbery, bro. I'm being real. Martin versus old dude, man. That was a really close fight. But people, it's weird. What I see is like a lot of
Was
people.
that on a main card or was that an undercard?
I think that was the main card.
Martin and homeboy. H, the one you said he had a problem with. I know Martin got the one. Obviously, he's undefeated, but
Yeah, I'm about to go to his box ring right now and find that guy name. Let me see. Artrum. I don't know what the fuck that. I just know Artrum.
exactly. That's right. Hey, Mr. H. That's what I call him.
Yeah,
So
Mr.
Mr.
H.
H.
He is right
So,
here,
yeah.
Mr. H, man. This guy right here, man. He's solid, man. But people would be like, oh, he lost to Frank Martin. He fighting his scraps. People are just weird. In this boxing game, people are so strange, man. He secure fighting this scrap, bro. They only fight him because if you dumbasses pay attention to the Frank Martin fight, this dude, arguably it's an argument he beat Frank Martin or it was a damn draw. That's why Shakur is fighting him. I guarantee you, Shakur wins, he gonna say, "You see how I did him? Tank fighting Frank Martin. That this guy basically beat Frank Martin and gave him a hard time. He didn't give me a hard, that's how I probably gonna be flipped on, to be honest. But damn, I'm surprised Bob Arum giving Shakur such a light, well, not light, but giving him such a fight like this to just leave. I'm thinking, wait, hold up. He got one more fight after this fight, or this is his last fight?
Who you talking? What do you mean?
Shakur Stevenson.
You talking about in the contract with Top Rank?
Yeah, is it this guy or
I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. I think it's got one fight left, based on some of the things I've heard and read. So,
so
but
it's this
again,
one right here?
you never know what's going on behind the scenes, right? So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I'm like, damn, man. If I was, if I'm me personally, if I'm Bob Arum and you disrespect me like that, I'm about to throw your ass to. Okay, you talking shit? I'm gonna throw you right to Lomo or Navarrete or somebody that I think that can put hands on you and maybe it beat your ass to reality or lower your stock before you get up out of here. Because your stock already low for what you did with DeSantos. He literally fucking ran like that's one thing I can say. Now that him and Reganol, those motherfuckers are runners. Guillermo Reganol, man, literally turn when you do this. I'm gonna see if you can see me. When you do this shit, when you do that, your ass ran. That motherfucker, he scooted out of there and ran, man.
Yeah, and so some of those guys, and what it is they're defensive first, right? So you're gonna have those guys that got those quick reflexes. They like the pot shot move, so you're gonna have those guys come from that school where everything is really defensive, but that's not crowd pleasing. You know what I'm saying? When you have
Man,
when
that
somebody's like
shit.
really tangled, but there's a point where it's like, okay, at some point, hey, bro, you do have to throw punches, right?
Exactly.
So, and I
At
think
least
that's what happened. And he, stuck the joint out. Stunk it out. So,
I'm saying, like, man, it's crazy, man. Cause people, what I can say. I'm gonna say this to be honest. When Mayweather fought like Cotto, De La Hoya, Robert Guerrero, what's that dude name? He's gonna fight again in that exhibition this week. Damn, what's his name? He was a young dude when he fought him. The dude headbutted him, so he hit his motherfucking ass 2 times. Bow bow. What was that crazy ass dude named that headbutt Mayweather? And Mayweather hit him when the bell was done. He hit him. Pow, pow.
Ortiz, Virgil
Yeah.
Ortiz.
Virgil Ortiz? No, Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz.
Not Virgil, Victor. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Virgil. I'm thinking of the fucking, yeah. Not Virgil Ortiz, my bad. Yeah. Victor,
like,
his old ass. So, anyways, what happened was,
yeah.
something happened earlier in the fight, right? Well, from what I remember, something happened earlier in the fight where, I guess Victor Ortiz was like headbutting him or getting rough with Mayweather.
Yeah, he
And
headbutted,
so
bro.
he eventually, there was, more going on before that. And so eventually, they went to go, whatever. And hey, protect yourself at all times. That's what happened.
Hell yeah.
He said, and then Mayweather caught him and it left sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. Some people were like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. He deserved it. So he got two sides, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real though, man,
but I know some people were pissed off, like, what the fuck? And some people were like, hey, a lot of people were saying, hey, you should guard yourself at all times.
Yeah, keep your motherfucking hands up. What's that bell ring? Your ass better be ready. All that hugging and shit, nah. Put your hands up. But yeah, man, like, at least Mayweather threw fucking punches. You was good. He gonna fight your ass back. Like when he fought, I think it was Juan Marquez. Yeah, he fought Mark. Man, he caught him with that damn check left hook and dropped him. I was like, man. And he was like, whoa.
Yeah, but the thing with that though is Marquez came up 2 weight classes, never fought 2 weight classes above.
Damn, yeah.
Mayweather came in overweight, said, I'm gonna give you 600 G's. We still gonna fight. Juan, guess what Juan said? I need that money, motherfucker. Yeah.
Give that money, motherfucker.
So, and guess what? He knew he was, you know what I mean? The disadvantage was there and it was a market, they made money off it and that's what it was. So,
but see,
yeah, man, that to me, but to me in that fight right there, it wasn't the same Marquez that knocked out Pacquiao when Marquez adjusted to 147. Once he adjusted to 147, had some fights, and that motherfucker was swole. Go look at photos and whole video of like training upon Juan Marquez. Dude, he jacked up to that shit. And when he hit Manny and dropped him, I was like, dang.
That shit was, he was like, damn, like, God damn.
Bro, it took 4 fucking fights for him to get that one shot. You know what he said ever since then? He said, I am not rematching him ever again. I'm done. He said, I made my point. And that was it. You can only do so many fights, right? So much punishment.
4 fights, man, that's enough.
Hey, 4 fucking fights, bro. Think about that. Grueling fights.
Yeah, but all that money, man, that money make you do what you gotta do.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
But I was gonna
good
say,
fights,
man,
man.
shit. Man, some good boxing talk, man. If
Hey,
you ever want, if I'm
hey,
ever going again, definitely want to have you back on, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, well, if you're out of here, man, I know, everybody's time's different. I don't know your schedule, but if you got to go, man, you have a good night, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, do me a favor too if you get a chance. If you do watch IBFP stuff, maybe put a tag on there for me on this thing, cause I'm willing to set it up. Cause he's been, about IBFP. He challenged a lot of people, and they're terrified of that boy. I don't know what, but I'm willing to do it because I got the numbers, the facts. I'm ready to go. Uh, but yeah, that's what I'm part of this, breaking that down. And I still thank you for coming on, bro. Again, you did some good boxing talk. You was fair down the line. Uh, I'll probably be back live again for that Usyk Fury for sure, most likely, and I'll definitely be live for Navarrete for fucking sure. But I appreciate it again, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, man. I look
Yeah,
forward to you and Homeboy sparring session.
we
Have
gonna
a good
see,
night,
man.
man.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
Uh,
All right. All right, guys, man. I appreciate Ricardo for coming in. Appreciate you guys for watching, dude. Yeah, but if you guys watching this, you are IBFP fan, maybe in the comments, put a tag for him or where he at. Tell him I'm ready to do a debate with you for sure on the Canelo Alvarez pay-per-view numbers or the Ron Garcia pay-per-view numbers or whatever you want to debate on when it comes to my topics. I got to confront him on because the shit he's spilling out here is bad for the boxing community. We already have enough of these damn, these dudes pushing narratives. We don't need any more of this stuff, man. This is time for the boxing fans, bro. We're about to get Turkey Al-Shid is giving us fans the best fucking fights. Tyson Fury, Usyk, Deontay Wilder versus Zane, the 5v5, Wilder Anderson. I mean, Bam Bam Rodriguez versus Estrada. Dude, we're just getting all this shit and we're talking about narratives. We're worried about the most dumbest shit. We getting the best fight, the best. And most likely, maybe soon, Terrence Crawford versus the Terrence Crawford. How can I come on? Gerard Anderson versus Andy Ruiz. The Terrence Crawford card. You know what I'm saying? We soon be getting Crawford versus Canelo versus Benavidez. A lot of possibilities are here, and we're still speaking on narratives instead of loving boxing. We're more interested in people's fingernails and purses and what color is this and what color is that and this stupid stuff. So IBFP can bring the smoke. I'm ready for the facts, the logic. Simple as that, man. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. I got some shorts coming, some videos coming. Only the real unbiased boxing talk. I see y'all probably for the Deontay Wilder, the Usyk versus Fury live in the Manuel Navarrete fight. Other than that, I'm out, man. Peace. Y'all have a good one.